He just bought these new pink shoes. They're Nikes, and he loves them so much. And now they're ruined forever.
Okay, breaking the fourth wall here. Don't be like like we're in conversation with each other. Our audience, no. It's you should be saying like, and I know you love those pink shoes so much. Like you just,
Oh, okay.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right.
Okay, thinkers, it's time to put your thinking caps on. It's time to think. You think?
This is
You Think, a podcast by two gay guys that don't. Oh my god, it's two gays.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We already messed up. What's your name?
I'm the Prima Donald.
And I'm Pink Pancake, and we are doing our second episode of You Think.
Yeah, and you would never be able to tell it was our second time, like, because we set this up so
fast, quickly.
It
only took an hour. Yeah, it only took an hour for me to do this by myself. We do have
what do you mean?
I set this up by myself.
I was very pivotal.
Very pivotal. It's you pivoted away from the experience.
Yeah. I learned from last week, and this is like kind of, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
If you record with 3 phones, you should charge at least all of them.
Last week you charged 0. So we're getting better every week.
We're really improving.
So our producer, Straight Luke, is not here today, but we do have an incredible second producer, Peter Schum, who is your husband. Peter, say hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, he's doing amazing. You can't see him. He's kind of our off-camera producer, but he's been working really tirelessly, and this wouldn't be possible without him.
Yeah. So if you've never ever listened to our podcast before, there's only one episode.
Right.
This is episode 2, and it's gonna get even better from here. So
I feel like we've really found our rhythm.
We really found our rhythm in episode 1, we right off the bat. And we have 3 segments in our podcast. Segment number 1 is
You Think. And it's kind of about things going on in our personal lives.
And segment number 2 is Group Think, and that is things going on in the world at large that everyone is thinking about. Mm-hmm. And then segment number 3 is
What do you even think?
And honey, we'll get into that later. But let's start off with segment number 1, You Think.
Okay, so what am you thinking about? This was not on my notes tab thing. But I did just step in an enormous heap of dog shit.
Yeah, we almost had to cancel this podcast because he stepped in a heap of dog shit. And maybe a human shit.
It could be human. And I don't use the word heap lightly. But what I will say is, it was cartoonish how New York this was. I was holding I went to the laundromat, picked up my laundry, which is, I know we have a very international audience. Let me just explain. In New York City, something that you might have to do if you don't have laundry in unit or in building, which I have neither, is you drop it off at a laundromat. It's wash and fold, okay, honey. Then you pick it up. So I went over. I had my $41 ready to give them because it is that expensive. $41.
Oh, he's poor because of that.
Yes, exactly. And I picked it up. It was a huge amount of laundry. Okay, huge amount. I'm walking, I'm hobbling, and then I slip, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I was like, oh, shit. And I really, really saw so much shit on the ground that I had slid in. And I was in my new cute pink shoes that I love so much.
Did we talk about your new pink shoes last time?
If we didn't, their main character. Yeah, so I just got these beautiful, cute pink shoes. Now they're covered in shit. I don't know what to do. These 2 men saw me slip in shit. And I said, I just slipped in literally so much shit, and they were laughing. We were laughing together. But it's been a while since I've had a shit-related experience in New York. What about you?
I've never stepped in shit before in New York.
Has a bird pooped on you?
Yeah. One of my friends, a homeless man, rubbed shit all down her leg once.
And maybe that's show business.
Yeah. She had to go home and change.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one who thinks it's actually good luck, when something shits on you. I think that's a way to deal
I
with
do
it.
think that bird shit on you is good luck.
Why?
Because why not? Like, because someone shit on me, then I'm gonna get good luck about it. But stepping in dog shit is bad luck. Bad luck.
I think that's just
I
like
have
a
stepped
way.
in dog shit before, but not in many, many years. Yeah.
I thought if it were to happen to me, I would be like on my phone scrolling. It was like actually one of the rare times in my whole life where I wasn't scrolling. It's like that and one.
But you couldn't see because you were
because I was holding so much laundry. This is like really relatable stuff. Like we are the Seinfeld kind of a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What else? Should I share something that
I would like to kind of know what you're thinking about. I know you're really raw right now.
I am raw. I'm thinking about how I set up all this stuff.
You did amazing.
And I don't know why it made me so angry.
Yeah, it really made you. I could tell you're really raw. Guess what? The audience likes that kind of real energy from you. That's what when I look at the comments, they're always saying like,
I know,
Michael's so real. You know,
really. Actually, I'll talk about that. So I had a very wholesome week because Well, girl, I was about to talk about my family. I had a very wholesome week because I was home for Passover, and then I came back and I saw my aunt and uncle for a dinner in New York.
You didn't tell me that.
I literally did tell
you. No, which aunt and uncle?
Aunt Alice and Uncle Howie.
Where'd you? Oh, you did.
Yeah, that's why we're talking about.
Where'd you go?
Yeah, that's everyone. We went to a really cute little place in Brooklyn, but that's not important right now. I can't name it because I don't remember.
What kind of food?
It was towards Italian, but like not Italian. I can't explain.
That's amore.
That's a what?
Amore.
Amore?
That's amore. Yeah.
So obviously I've been like sharing a lot of shit on Substack. I've been writing on Substack and writing little essays every week. And I've been doing it since like mid-January, I think. And I almost did I only missed 1 week. And it was because I was in LA. Isn't that like round of applause to me? Thank you.
And I've read each and every the first one.
Yeah. No, you read the 2 of them.
No, I read the first
2 of them. No, you didn't read the first 2 because I made you read the mouse. Oh, you didn't read it?
Which one?
The Mouse Hoarder one.
I did read that.
Okay, yeah.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah. So my aunt told me that she at least read the first one, which it was like that was about my breakup, and I really went in. I like talked about sex and stuff, and I was like, oh, that wasn't really for you. And she's like, well, you posted on the internet. I was like, it's technically anyone. She's like, do your parents read that stuff? And I said, I told my parents not to. But I'm very open with my parents. We had a dinner with my family. I've been going to this one massage parlor for a parlor. I've been going to this one massage parlor. Yeah. I went to this for like 5 years, and for the first time in Drag Race history, they decided to try to give me a rub and tug. And this was a woman. And it was so
I just want to say you really feel like you're settling in.
I know.
You've been going through it.
Yeah.
But I can tell you're
for
really
the first time
settling into you really are, which is usually less annoyed. But sometimes things can really grind your gears, rather.
Yeah.
I'm here to support you as my friend.
Well, yeah, except it's not supporting in this process. This woman, so I go to this place for 5 years. I love it so much. They really like go down on you. Well, I mean, they literally like really like work you out there. They really deep tissue massage.
Right.
And it used to be $55 for an hour. They upped it to $60 an hour because they added this rub and tug. And the woman was doing like the normal massage that they normally do. And then she took and her hair at one point was like touching my body. I'm like, that feels weird because normally they like put it up.
Right.
But it felt kind of horny. She took the towel off of me and started tickling my whole body and then said, okay, turn over. And I was like, well, there's no towel. So I feel uncomfortable. And then I was like, oh, where's the towel? And then she said, do you want? And she motioned like rub and tug. She motioned like the jerking off hand movement. And I said, oh, I'm okay. So anyway, I told my parents the story.
Which is a difference you and I have in that I would probably not tell my parents that, mostly because my dad's dead.
Right.
But also because I'm not sharing
It's funny because your parents are like, or one of them used to
be.
Yeah. Your parents are party animals.
Yeah, they're party animals. They're very open.
And my parents are not that way, but I'm very open with them.
Yes, I'm open with them.
And I tell them everything.
I don't say sex things, you know?
I don't say sex things, but that's not a sex thing because I said no to it.
I probably wouldn't mention things like rub and tugs to my parents. But you feel comfortable sharing?
Yeah, I do feel comfortable sharing. But I don't feel comfortable sharing, like, my Substack essays with them.
Right.
Which I just kind of share everything that's on my mind. I wrote an article this week, I don't know if you saw, I think it was called, like, I Feel Pathetic or something. You were in that one, too.
And I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. But a few people DM'd me, were like, you're not pathetic. I was like, so you didn't read the article. And that's fine.
Did you ask your parents not to read them, or are you hoping they don't? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same thing with my web series, like, same thing with a lot of stuff I do, but I did not.
You asked them not to watch your web series?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had them watch it and there was so much sex in it.
I had them watch the first 3 episodes.
Interested in, make sure to watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Which maybe you're watching this on YouTube or on TikTok. Mostly on TikTok. Spotify.
I did a film festival with them. I did a film festival in Philly, and I had them come to it for season 1. Season 2, I was like, don't even watch 1 second of it.
Got it.
They watched the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sex forward, I would say. It's before Heated Rivalry, there was interested in, you know what I'm saying?
And after Queer as Folk,
there was
interested in.
Yeah. He's been clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
He's been clapping cheeks for longer than Hudson Williams. You can't.
I don't love when you're saying like he, because it kind of like we're supposed to be in a conversation,
right?
Yeah.
Thank our sponsor.
Oh yeah, we are really excited to have sponsors. So normally there's gonna be like so many commercial breaks because our podcast is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to record the second episode before even the first one's released because we know that people are like obsessed with it.
Yeah, and so like, because so many
kind of talking about
people are gonna be obsessed, we assume there's gonna be brands.
So one of the brand what is the brand this week that is totally sponsoring the podcast?
Doritos. We want to thank Doritos.
Yeah, we want to Doritos because you think. Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank
for
you,
sponsoring
Doritos,
us.
for getting our fingies so orange and spicy. Do you eat Doritos?
Honey, Cool Ranch is a drunk food of mine.
Oh wow.
I just saw on Instagram, speaking of happy endings, that a friend of ours, a gay man, got a happy ending from a woman. Would you? Would you? You said no.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't either. You know, our audience is mostly female, and so I just want to explain some of the lore behind happy endings, you know, in this town. So there's the men's spas in New York, which gay guys assume that they will get.
I've only been to one of those, and they did. I've had a crazy experience with that too. But I wonder if every single one of those does do like a rub and tug.
There's one in my area called HK Men's Spa, just because I live in Hell's Kitchen, so it's like near there. And I will say, people have reported that they really, really every time
do that. Tugs, yeah. And I don't know. But what do you get it from a woman?
That was good for the audience. Would I get a rub and tug from a woman? No.
Yeah, I would not.
I would say no, thank you.
I'd say no, thank you. Yeah. And I went back to that same place, and they tried to do it again because I thought maybe it was just the one-time thing. Maybe it was just the one girl. Yeah. It seems like they redid their whole thing, so now I have to find a new massage place.
It's okay. Listen, women aren't for you, but what about men? Any men in your life this week?
Right. Oh, honey. Yes. So I forgot we have to retell all that story. Wow, we really have to retell all that story. So remember last week I said that there was that guy I went on one date with, and then I saw him on the street, and then I thought maybe he like hates my guts.
Right.
Well, I told him that we've been texting ever since, and I told him that we were recording a podcast, and he said I can't wait to listen.
Right.
And so I hope he does not listen. He
doesn't need to. And if you are he, stop right here, because we're going to go into some other things that are going on in Michael's life sexually.
Yeah, and I'm sure that by the time this comes out, we won't be a thing anymore. Right. But now that we're a thing, because I have an issue with the word dating.
Right.
But I think that's me in the past.
That's you in the past.
Because now they have the word situationship, and we're not even that. We went on one date. We're just talking right now. But we were talking last night. We were sending pictures back and forth. I asked him to come over, and he said, let's just like go on our date next week. So I think that's cute.
Really sweet.
I'm really excited for that.
What about, so those are more dating situations. What about hookup situations?
I had so I had a very wholesome week with family, bookended by 2 horrible Grindr experiences.
Which was worse? Start with whichever one you feel is worse.
I feel like they're both bad in their unique ways. I feel like I should just do chronological.
So I don't
Because
think that.
I do think that.
So,
And do you
but
know
I
why?
don't think
No,
that.
do you know why I think
But
that?
I don't
Do you
think
know
that.
why I think that? Do
And
you know
I
why
did
think
not
that?
start
'Cause
this
I feel
podcast,
like
this
you
hit
need to
podcast.
know that, like, what I was going into the second time, because I have not hooked up all week.
Right.
So you have to know, like, what
The
happened
build
first. And I guess I did hook up the first one. Anyway, I was talking to this guy on Grindr. I thought he was so fucking hot, really fucking cute. He was giving me, like, I have an Irish accent. He didn't, but the vibes were there.
Okay.
And he arrived, and his hygiene was just, like, not up to
Do you know I've
code.
never had Lucky Charms? Sorry, keep going.
For real?
Never. Because the marshmallows, I guess, are not kosher, and I grew up kosher. And so, like, it was just a cereal that I was not allowed to have access to. So I don't even know a lot of Irish culture.
Lucky Charms is my favorite cereal.
It's your favorite cereal.
It was my favorite, but my mom always said that cereal like that was a dessert.
Right.
So I wasn't allowed to have it unless it was a
So
dessert.
she fat
But now I
shamed.
eat... No, that was my brother. But now I eat it... I eat cereal, like, for, like, a late night snack.
Such a good late
It's
night
not a
snack.
morning thing to me. It's a late night snack.
Have you had the protein one? Catalina Crunch? Everything needs protein.
Everything needs protein.
Honey.
Remember you learned about protein cookies and how they're not really cookies?
They're not cookies.
Sorry, they're not protein.
I was at our friend Jack and
They're not
Cole's
high
house in
protein.
LA, and guess what, honey? They have protein water. Protein water, we're getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Protein water, we're getting out of hand. I'm sorry. How about a piece of chicken? How about a piece of cooked chicken and absorbing...
Let's just go back to eating one full rotisserie chicken for every meal.
I like that.
Yeah, let's
I
do
think
that.
that's delightful.
Yeah.
But instead, oh no, our water needs protein. The bubbles in the seltzer need protein.
Our air needs protein.
Yeah, honey.
Our couch needs protein.
Mm-hmm.
And this podcast is brought to you by Protein Couch.
We love
Sit
you.
on couch, get protein.
Vita Coco protein coconut water.
Couch.
Probably couch.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you. Thank you for sponsoring.
Okay,
So back to the hookup. So the first guy,
yeah.
I just feel like his hygiene was not up to code, and his
Triggering.
breath.
We'll get into that.
His breath was not good. Like he tasted bad, and I was like, he came over my place, so I always make sure to like really set a cute scene, really set the lighting, set the music. And I brushed my teeth. I like mouthwash, and then I brushed my teeth again. Like
Use
right
a
before
tongue
he got here.
scraper.
Use a tongue scraper.
Nice.
And he arrives and was not giving that. And I don't know, maybe my breath was too minty fresh, so it didn't mesh.
It was too delicious.
But yeah, it was gross, and I was having trouble saying erect. And at one point I went to the bathroom, and then when I came back, I was like, I think that we should call it a day. So that sucked. And then my second hookup.
So it was because of the breath.
It was because of the breath.
Wow.
And the general hygiene in general.
And listen, I've always promised to keep it 100 on this podcast. Like I always said, I'm going to open up and be vulnerable. I recently received feedback that maybe my breath wasn't good or fresh. In multiple occasions.
Can I smell your breath right now?
Well, I'm drinking white wine right now, so like I don't think it's the best time.
Can I smell it though?
No, I did brush my teeth before this pod. But that was a really it's a really troubling piece of feedback to receive. It really shook me to my core.
But do you think it's real, or you think it's a lie?
I don't think anyone would lie to me.
No.
Like, because I think I invite in honesty.
I think that, and last night I was experiencing a lot of people with bad breath. I think that when drinking alcohol or like wine or certain alcohols, it causes bad breath.
Totally.
And you are someone that always has a glass of alcohol in their hand. Morning, noon, night, baby. At work, in the office,
literally,
out of the
if
office,
you see me with a
in
coffee
the club,
cup, honey, it's white wine.
Right.
Well, anyway, so I've been like, I always have breath spray on me regardless before this, but now tripling up, quadrupling up. I'm brushing my teeth before I go to meetings. It's been a real challenge.
But it hasn't been improving.
But I think it's really been I've heard some feedback that it's been improving.
That's
and
great.
I also will say
You're so HR.
Yeah. And because I've circled back with those who
I will say feedback. You are so HR, like you're so corporate.
Yeah.
Because when my ex, I got him a job at the bar that I work at, and I was like, he has to not work here anymore because I don't want to be his coworker anymore. And he wronged me so horribly, I never want to see his face again.
Correct.
And I didn't feel comfortable reaching out to him, and so my friend did, which is you, and you just did such a... I was like, I don't want to know what you're saying. I don't want to know what the response is. But eventually you did have to tell me because you reached out to me. And your texts were so corporate. Like,
I
and
know how to
I
speak
felt like they
corporate
were
America.
really fair.
Yeah.
And I felt like they were, I don't know, it was like really corporate and beautiful.
I know how to speak corporate America.
Yeah.
You know, again, if this is only your second time listening to the pod, we did explain that Michael works less in corporate and I work fully in corporate.
Yeah.
So I'm very used to it.
When you say less in corporate, well, I have a day job.
Yeah.
I'm a Tony Award-winning receptionist, and go watch the first episode.
But honey, I know how to circle back. I know how to follow up.
I know how to piggyback off of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't, but you do.
I do.
Yeah.
I know the jargon, and I will use the jargon. Honey, you don't
jargon,
want to be
jargon.
You don't want to be on the other side of some of my emails, okay?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Some of the harsh ones have 0 exclamation marks.
Ooh.
But usually they're all exclamation marks.
Yeah, that I'm not part of that world, and I don't care about it. But can I tell about my other Grindr story?
Oh, I just want to close a loop quickly on the
yeah.
breath thing. It's like, it's really improved, and like people are saying like, wow, your breath is so incredible.
Yeah.
So if you see me on the streets, like definitely just do. I want like, you know, like when you get random drug tests, I want random breath tests. Besides,
except for right now.
Except for right now. Don't ask me right now.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Right. Okay. Tell me about hookup number 2.
So hookup number 2 was this guy that messaged me on Grindr that I used to hook up with him and his husband like years ago, and I think they broke up. But he also he like got super jacked, definitely on testosterone, and he looks body T. Not that he wasn't before, but now it's like
the T is for testosterone.
Yes, yeah. Men's Health magazine vibes.
Yeah.
And so it was like the middle of the day. I had a break. You know, I was like going from my desk job to teaching yoga, and I had a little break, and I was going to go to the gym, but he was like, come over. And it was 2:30, which is the dentist's favorite time of day.
Yeah, and I dental joke too, brother.
And I walked over, and I walked into his place, and he greets me at the door butt naked, which was totally normal, totally fine. So hot. And then I noticed, it wasn't hard to notice that I fully, like, he had white powder all over his nose.
Maybe he was baking.
Yeah, he was certainly baking, all right. And I just was like, what? I was like, it's 2:30 and I'm not into that kind of vibe. And so I did have to leave, and it was really awkward. And he was he was like zonked out. And he's like, it's my day off, so I'm just having fun. And he said he felt really bad. And then, and he asked me if I was sober. I was like, I'm not sober, but it's just like 2:30. And I just think, this is a PSA, if you are doing drugs for a hookup, tell the person.
Right.
Because I would not have walked over there.
Right.
And then I got to go to the gym, and I had a great workout, and then I taught yoga, which was awesome.
I think it was like great hookup.
No, I didn't have a great hookup.
Because gay people can't do that at gyms.
Yes. But yeah, I just went to this guy's place, and he had coke all over, and but he said, it's just a little bit of ketamine. I'm like, I don't care what it is. I don't want to be part of it.
You don't want to be part of his world? Like, I'm sorry, that is crazy. And you are really good, though, about being like, oh, I'm not comfortable.
I'm really good about leaving. And I'm really good about, like, the guy who came over. I did feel bad because he, like, earlier in the week, I felt bad because he did take a subway there.
Right.
And I thought he also, I don't know, his vibe was just, like, not for me. And my vibe might not be for people too, and I hope they let me know.
Totally.
Because I don't think anyone should do something they don't want to do, which is why I'm leaving this podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it really was upsetting, and so I still haven't hooked up with anyone this whole week, which for me that's a long time.
That's a long time for single Michael. Look at you, ravenous. I feel like we're talking too much about us. Maybe we get into what the group thinks.
I think we should.
It's time for Groupthink. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, like, we're always going to keep it so honest and real in this podcast. Like, that's a huge part of what we do.
It's our mission statement.
Yeah, there's also some things I cannot talk about because I have a job, and I don't want to compromise a job that I love. So I'd say the number one pop culture story this week is a Bravo one near and dear to my heart, honey, on Summer House. So there's a scandal going on. You might have heard of it. I'm not going to comment on it, but what I will say is that we will see what happens.
As someone who recently 3 months ago was broken up with my ex left me for his best friend's husband.
Yeah.
I felt like a kinship with the diva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of folks like have these parasocial relationships. You've been with these people for years and years. And I have to say, I have a literal social relationship.
Yeah.
Summer House is a cast of folks who, because they live in New York and they're around my age, you see them
and
all the time.
you like host events and stuff.
Yeah,
and,
I host events.
I know
with
we
them.
can't talk about the specifics because you literally know these people and it's your job.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just talk from my own experience.
Please.
That I can't, like, my ex left me for his best friend's husband.
Right.
And if they did that on a world stage, I can't imagine the relationship ever working out. But I just think when you start a relationship in a nefarious way, then your whole life is nefarious.
Right. It did work out for, I think, like Lisa Renner or something. I think she met her husband in that way. So I'm happy for her. But so we'll see how that unfolds. But that I have to say, like, I have never received so many text messages and DMs.
I had so many people be like, what does Donald think about this? And I was like, think about what? But the other thing that's been all the rage and all the news, and this is, I think, like, this is for me what I've seen, is Chrissy Noem's husband, who likes to bimbofication himself. And it's just so fucking funny because the Republican Party, and specifically Chrissy Noem, and all of her people, they have used trans people and drag queens as scapegoats to find out that your Chrissy Noem's husband literally puts himself up in drags to get fucked by these prostitutes is incredible.
It's a dream.
It's a dream. It's so hypocritical. It's incredible. Like, and the thing is that, like, exactly.
Yeah.
Why can't everyone just be themselves? Like, no worries if you want to, like, blow up balloons, put them in your shirt, and get fucked.
Yeah.
No worries about that. No shame.
That's great.
But why can't everyone just do what they want to do?
Right.
Why can't everyone just do what they want to do?
And you kind of had some viral success out of this.
I did. I reposted my big titty Velma look, and it has now like 2 million views and counting, which is so amazing.
How has that changed your life?
It's changed my life because I got like 2,000 followers,
which is pretty major.
Yeah,
you know?
So basically my life is completely different now.
You know, we just also in the Bravo World premiered Real Houses of Rhode Island, and I was looking at some of their socials today, and you know they're brand new to the spotlight. So some of them have like 10,000 followers. So you're above that, which is really exciting. They are going to grow exponentially.
I hope so. I would pray.
Yeah. So that's
I will say a few things. One is my dad was the one that told me about the story.
The Chrissy Noem.
Wow. So it was so funny. And I was like, oh, I have just the thing to post about that. And so I kind of did it with my dad, which was really fun. And I showed him the video, and he didn't even know that it was me.
Oh.
So, and he was like, that is so funny. Who posted that? I was like, that is your son. So that was really fun. And it was a kinship moment. It's just too perfect.
Yeah.
To have that man do all that.
Now, would you ever hook up while dressed as Big Titty Velma as an homage?
No.
Oh.
I've only hooked up in drag like 3 or 4 times. One time was when I got Clownmedia.
And yes, you heard that right. Clownmedia.
I was dating. I would say dating because we were like seeing each other for many, many months. Many, many months. This guy who's a photographer, he took pictures of me as clown, and it was like a clown, like, nudie photo shoot.
Yeah.
And then one thing led to another, and we did have sex.
Yeah.
And then I did get Clownmedia from it. Yeah, I got chlamydia from that. But that didn't feel like I was hooking up. Like, I mean, obviously I was hooking up in drag, but it was like someone I was consistently hooking up with at the time. So it didn't feel so crazy.
Okay, should we get to our final segment?
What do you even think? Well, what we really do is we pull up a random person, place, or thing on the internet, and the other person has to do a 1 minute?
1 minute.
A 1 minute improv of what that person, place, or thing is.
It's called...
say the who, what, where, when, and why of what this thing is.
It's called, what is this even, honey?
Yeah, what is this? What do you even think about this, honey? I don't even think about this, honey. Who do you even think Hedy Lamarr is?
Hedy Lamarr. Oh my God. So what's weird about Hedy Lamarr is, like, usually when you're related to someone, your last names will be the same. But in this rare situation, Lamar Odom is related to him.
Okay.
So Hedy Lamarr is the great-great-uncle of Lamar Odom.
Yes.
And when he started, when Lamar started being in the Kardashian family, he had some reservations, it puts him more in the spotlight. He had Lamar has issues with drugs and alcohol. And so Hedy was like, I don't think so, Hedy. Like, no, Lamar, like, be careful.
Yeah.
But what Hedy didn't understand is, like, Khloe Kardashian has been a rock for Lamar. So it's like, ultimately it was the best thing that could have ever happened to Lamar, but Hedy was protesting, and then he died in a fire.
Aww. And when was Hedy born, and where did Hedy live?
I mean, obviously he lived in LA with Lamar until he was traded to the Clippers.
Okay, so a basketball player.
Lamar is.
Hedy Lamarr is.
Well, Hedy Lamarr, just because your great nephew is a basketball player doesn't mean you are. He owned an ice cream shop.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hedy Lamarr, born Hedwig Eva Maria Kessler, Jewish, was an Australian and American actress and inventor. She was regarded as a successful film star. She also co-invented a radio guidance system during World War II.
A what?
Radio guidance system.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I've actually heard of this diva. Peter chose this diva for me. She was Jewish. I knew it. That last name. She was a film star.
Do you think she had a schnoz like you do?
She actually is so gorgeous and does
have a schnoz. When did she...
She was born 1914. She died in 2000. So that's a long life.
And she was Australian, so probably no relation American to Lamar.
No. That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. That's okay. You did a really good job. You got it exactly right. Tell me who my person, place, or thing is.
Well, I don't know if you're ready for this, honey, okay? Because this is the one, the only, Larry Allen Hayes.
Larry Allen Hayes.
Yeah.
Larry Allen Hayes was an American inventor. He was born in 1918, and he actually is related to the Lincoln Family Trust. He was an inventor. He was one of the first people to air condition the White House, and he invented an air conditioning system that made everyone stop sweating. And that was kind of his specialty and his thing. And
it's not working for me.
Yeah, no, because you don't have that. You have you have like one of those like things you put in a window. He invented one that like really circulated well. He had a wife. He had actually 3 wives throughout his life. His first one was divorced, his second one was beheaded, and then his third one survived. And he had so many children, and so much so that he couldn't afford to air condition all of their places.
Right.
But similar to like Jacob or Joseph the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, how Jacob chose Joseph as his favorite son.
Yeah.
He did have a favorite son that he did name Joseph, and he air conditioned his house for free.
Okay, so you were honestly really close. Just one detail.
Yeah.
So Larry Allen Hayes was actually an American spree killer.
Spree?
He like a murder spree.
Oh, murder spree.
He was executed in Texas for the murder of 2 women in Montgomery County. He shot and killed his wife, Mary Hayes, in their home, then drove to a nearby convenience store and fatally shot the clerk, an 18-year-old. And he was convicted of capital murder and was executed via lethal injection in 2003.
Whoa, so, when was he born?
2003
was when he
air
died.
conditioning. There's something there.
Yeah.
In 48.
1948.
Yeah.
He was born. Okay, well, I was really close. Do you know that I piggybacked that air conditioning thing off my own family?
Really?
You know, my own family, on my mom's dad's side, was the first people to air condition the White House.
What?
Yeah, the Leopolds. Or I think, the Leopolds.
Sounds fabulous.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
So are they still air conditioning Trump's yellow crusty ass?
No.
Orange?
No. I know it's yes and, but no.
Good.
Yeah. Wow. That was such a good episode.
Yeah.
I wasn't pissed off at all the entire time. I had the best time. I can't wait for next week.
We had more we could have spoken about, but like our listeners only allot like about 90 minutes to listen to this during their walks to and from.
To and fro.
Yeah.
How do we end it again?
I don't know. Keep your thinking hats on.
Oh yeah, keep your thinking caps on.
Okay, everyone. That was our episode.
Keep your thinking caps on, and we will see you next week.
Do millennial thing, Gen Z thing. You Think is produced and edited by Straight Luke, aka Luke Martin, and Kind of Sort of by Peter Schum.
Art by Curtis Brown and music by Jack Rayner.